request Mr. Saurabh Sharma, Director Asian Education Group, to grip the inaugural address.
Honorable guests on the dais, Ms. Pushpa Bector ji, Ms. Aira Shahir ji, Dr. Sandeep Marwa, my colleagues, faculty and staff members and dear students, I welcome you all to the orientation ceremony of the Asian School of Business for the 2023 batch. This year, this batch obviously comprises of 3 particular programs, which are BBA, BCA and BCom, and I'm happy to share that we have 400 of you students sitting over here under this roof, starting their first day of their journey. So let's have a big round of applause for all of you first. So students, I can understand that there would be a lot of thoughts, there would be a lot of inquisitiveness, a lot of questions that how would this wonderful 3-year journey for us shape up. And this is quite evident that these sort of thoughts would come in your mind, but then I can just assure you from this particular place that you've made the right choice, and we would ensure that these 3 years with your learning and your effort would turn out to be the way they want or you wanted that to be. So you can just be assured on that particular ground. Now if I talk about this journey, I think I would want to firstly kill a myth which I have heard some people have individually in a few meetings with me as well, but then I would want to address it in this particular forum, wherein people believe that if schooling is the commencement and post-graduation or masters is the ending, the middle part, which is the undergraduate courses, is not that important. They just believe that this is a passing phase wherein the eventual hard work we'll do in our post-graduation will get us the placement, get us the job, or eventually will make us enter the entrepreneurial space. But trust me, that's a myth. That's something which you need not get into at all, because this 3-year journey is as important as your 12-13-year school journey has been, and your next 2-3 year post-graduation journey would be. So don't just get into this particular myth that these 3 years are just a part of the college life which can be dealt with very easily. I can relate it in a way of an example wherein if you see a boxing match and maybe there's a knockout punch with which the opponent has fallen down on the ground, but that doesn't mean that the earlier punches were less important. It was an amalgamation of all those punches which made that result happen. So I would say that don't just let this 3-year way go waste. I have known people, those who have taken these 3 years very lightly, and in future they repent because they cannot do their graduation again. They can, but why would somebody want to? They want to do the best in the first go itself. So that will be my first point to you in terms of taking these 3 years in a very, very serious way. Other than that, one more thing which I feel which I want to bring to your notice is the fact that the problem why some people fail or not achieve as much as they can is not that they think big and fail and not achieve it. The problem is that they aim low and achieve it. So if your goal, your aim which you set, or if you haven't set, I don't know, but most of you who have set is low, and if you achieve that goal, you will be stuck in that particular place only. The point is that you should have a definitive, clear mindset in the form of a goal, which if you have not thought of, you should think it right away during the next few weeks or this month, because this is the perfect time for you. You never knew the first day of your school because you were too young then. Your parents must be knowing it. But you all will surely remember this day. This is the first day of your college life. It's a new beginning for you. And having a clear-cut goal, but a big enough goal is the key, because if, say, suppose somebody like a Ritesh Agarwal, who at the age of 19, who was as maybe old as you then, thought of Oyo Room, and maybe a good enough example, a very common example of Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. He was 19 when he thought of Facebook. So one way to think is that we are too young to think so big at this stage. Two is that if these people have and many others have as well, then why can't we also be one of them? that is something which will draw a limitation or vice versa for you. So you'll have to think high, because otherwise you'll just get stuck in a job, or maybe the cliche mindset or a parental mindset is you get into a government job or you get into a safe and sound corporate job, and that's about it. But then it is a limiting mindset which I feel you should not be focusing upon, and you should aim big as far as the next 3 years are concerned, because what you achieve is totally in your hands. For us, for Asian School of Business, for the management, each one of you, all 400 of you sitting here today are equal. You will get the equal facility. The faculties will be the same for all of you. The resources will be the same for all of you. So the point is, we are not trying to make a differentiation from our end towards each one of you. Now, if after 3 years, some of you are able to make it big in the form of cracking a Ivy League business school, or in the form of trying to crack a very good placement opportunity in a top Ivy firm, you have to blame yourself for that if you aren't. Because we have not tried to create a different pedestal for any one of you. It's the same from our side. And that is what I feel is the key. So, this 3-year journey, just give yourself a purpose, a reason that why have you started this journey. Think of your parents. We saw some wonderful parents who were there yesterday dropping their students. I could see a lot of hope in their eyes, that they hope that this 3-year journey will maybe transform you in something with a bigger or a better way, or maybe would be fruitful for your journey. So whenever you feel like that I can take it easy, I can just let it be a little casual, just think of your parents and see that why this all got started. Because this 3-year phase will bring in a lot of change in you people. You all have completed your class 12th this year. So almost all of you, or most of you, are still below 18. You are 17 and a half as of now in terms of age. You will experience a lot of new things or changes happening for you in these 3 years. You turning 18, that will be a big change. After a couple of years, the tag of teenager going away will again be a big change. Till yesterday you were a school pass out or a school student. From today you are a college student. That will be a change. You will be able to get a driving license. You maybe drive to college. That will be a change. You will be authorized to vote. That will be a change. So many changes will come your way in the next 1 or 2 years. The key is, with these changes, don't just get lost. With the freedom which the parents would probably give you, considering that you move to college, don't take that freedom for granted, because that is something which can be the way of you going down or slipping down. Just use it to your advantage, and remember that this particular education will change only one person's life, and that person is you. None of the people sitting on the dais or in the front row will be changing their lives now. It is just because of you. So if you want to work hard for a few years and then have a settled life in terms of a working life, these are the years for you. So I would just want that you don't let these years go by. And from our side, being a part of the management, we'll ensure that we give you the best facilities and the best resources which we can to make this journey fruitful for you. So with these words, I once again welcome you all and wish you all the best. Thank you so much.